This is Monster Hunter's World. I gotta say, I am very, 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 did I say very impressed about this game? Like, it's so amazing. The environments are so, it's very, very amazing. Like, I'm sorry if I keep saying that, but I can't stress the importance of this and how much I'm enjoying this game. Like, it's been a while since I binge played a game, but I haven't been able to put this game down since. By the way, I want to get this out there for anybody who's, you know, hanging on the Resident Evil videos or the other horror videos. There's certain games I'm not playing right now because it puts extra pressure on my PlayStation. And it sounds like a horrible excuse, but I need to get a Pro, and until I get a Pro, there's certain games that I don't want to push the envelope of my PS4 because it's already on the precipice of out the door. Like, you know, it's right there on death's door. I can feel it. But anyway, eventually I'll get a PS4 Pro. You know, I work that out. But if anybody wants to know as to why I'm not doing the other videos, that's just why. I didn't want to leave you on the fence. So that being said, I'm just gonna get into this and play this for a little while, and I'm gonna tell you my thoughts on it. So let's do this. Alright, so first things first, the controls are a little, how should I say this? They're unique. I haven't played the other Monster Hunter games, so I don't know. I've heard that they always been kind of odd, but this one it takes a little while to get used to, but once you get it down packed, it's actually pretty nice. But I want to talk about the mechanics, and I like the fact that they let you about any game. I'm thinking about things. I'm getting ahead of myself. Any weapon that you want to play with from the onset, you can try it, and that is pretty good. You don't have to earn it and figure out where to farm certain weapons. No, they let you choose whichever weapon you want to play with from the jump. I'm trying to show you that right now. You get to pick the weapons, and you know, they have various joints that you can choose from depending on your play style and what have you, and it's very nice. I can't even lie, it's very nice. Like, they have a wide variety of assorted weapons, and I'm very satisfied with that. And tutorial, you know, you can go to that tutorial anytime you want to, which is the training area. It's pretty cool. That's about it for that. Alright, so I do want to take this time to appreciate the fact of how lifelike they've made the environments. When you go to the central hub, which is where you get all the quests from and meet up with your homies and all that, the amount of stuff that is going on is impressive. Like, it's impressive. You got people reading books, you got the botanists botanizing things and plants, what have you. You know, the blacksmith forge, he's up there doing the blacksmith thing, beating up metal and making nice weapons. You know, that's really good. And the canteen is by far one of my favorite places to go. It is awesome. I'll even show you really quick of the animations. Like, I can't get enough of this. I can't get enough of these cats, yo. It's just so amazing. I'm just gonna throw together something random real quick, whatever, cool. Look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. I'm sorry. Can't nobody tell me that's not pretty. That's not well thought out, and that's awesome. Freaking cats cooking. Like, simple as that is, it's funny. At any rate, some more food over here. There's a lot of stuff going on. I haven't even truly explored the whole area, to say the least, but I mean, I'm still loving this game. Like, it's so much things to get into. We're gonna get into that more. So wait, oh snap, was that an ant? I just could have swore I seen like an ant. Oh no, that's a ring. I thought I seen an ant. But we're gonna get to the ants. We're gonna get to the ants really quickly. So let's talk about the environments really quickly. I have to say that I'm blown away as far as the attention to details in which they took in these environments. I mean, for one, there's a tracking system, you know, to find certain certain animals and certain beasts. You have to follow tracks. And the more you do it, you get points, and it helps you track them better, for lack of better words. The fish, fish are amazing. Like there's no fish here, but we'll find an area in which we can go fishing, and we just, I don't know, it's something very, very therapeutic about that activity. You know, I just can't put my hand on. I'm not sure if we can fish here. I never tried it, but I love that simple mechanic. Like, oh no, we can't. So we're gonna find a place that we can to give you a demo of what I'm talking about. But as I look around, first of all, the water looks amazing. Like, I always kind of look at water in every game I play for some reason or other. Like, it's something about that. If they can pull off water, a decent water, I'm sold. I don't know what it is, but hey, that's me. The variety of animals are very, very, it's impressive. You know, usually you play a game like this and you expect to see similarities across the board, and don't get me wrong, you find repeats of animals, but there's such a variety of different animals and wildlife that you can either interact with, or some you can't interact with, like those birds, for example. Like, they're just birds. I mean, you could possibly kill them if you wanted, but I don't think they give you anything, nor do they attack you. So it's just, they're just there for cosmetic views. Maybe you can capture them. Never tried that, but let's see if I can. Oh, I scared him away. No! Okay. Well, anyway, that's that. So you can do that. Alright. I want to say there's an ecosystem in each area, or in each particular forest you go to. You know, you have your, the fishing place. You have your predators, and then you have those ones who are just prey, you know? And so this game is no different. You know, you have your predators and you have your prey. Most of the time the predators are, I want to say they're not really out in the open, but this game is really throwing me for loops. So you have to literally seek them out, from what I've seen. But sometimes you just randomly come across them. And the fun fact about that is that I haven't been able to gauge or predict the patterns of animals. Like, they kind of seem to do what they like to do. I mean, they on a really, really big loop, or it's just some new, I don't know what it is, new programming, I don't know, but it's impressive. I find myself highly immersed in every time I load up to the areas. And the thing about it, I'm just in the first or second area now. This is the first area, and I think I have another level that I can go to, but for the most part I've been in this one particular location for about 80% of my game, I want to say, and I'm still amazed about the things I see. Like, look, I've never seen that bird before, and they're just chilling over there, you know, just like not minding and bothering anybody, just hobbling around. Like, yeah, look at him, and I'm trying to capture him real quick, just cause why not? Oh no! Okay, I really suck at this. I really do suck at this, but whatever. Oh yeah, okay. One more thing I forgot to mention. I believe I mentioned the predators and the prey and all, but one thing that I find most impressive is that every animal, they kind of be doing their own thing. You know, they have their own hoods, if you so to speak. You know, that they kind of adhere to. Nobody seems to congregate or leave outside that hood area. I mean, unless the situation seems to be dire, and then the apex predator obviously goes where the hell he wants. But I like that. I really like that dynamic. That it makes it so alive, you know, so much alive. And by the way, I am playing on the regular PlayStation, as I said before in the beginning. But there's a pro feature where you can smooth things out a little bit better. And truth be told, I'm impressed as is. So it's amazing to see how different it will look, or more smooth it will look on the pro. So for those who have the pro and are curious about this game, I definitely recommend it, especially if you like the how do I like to call it, the grinding because there's grinding definitely involved. But the one thing about this game that doesn't seem to bother me is that the grind doesn't bother me, because there's so much going on at any given time. You kind of get lost in the whole atmosphere. You know, it's easy to just get lost in certain things. Like right now I'm tracking a monster. Like this is not even, I don't have anything I do in particular. It's just an expedition, which is basically like a mission where you just go, it's not even a mission, I'm sorry. It's where you just go out into the world for explorations. I mean, I think you can still hunt monsters, still capture monsters, etc., but it's not a time limited type of thing where you have a certain amount of time to get this monster or game over or back to the base, you know. So this is what I do want a good 75 to 80% of the time I play. I just kind of explore and see what I can find, and you know, there's like I said, so much to it. It just keeps you very, very, like, look at this. There's what looks like a wild boar of this time. Well, it is a boar or a pig. So yeah, he just kind of minds his own business, and nobody's bothering him, you know. But from time to time, you know, you have these predators that come along, and they kind of just do what they want to, like I said. And if they see like a weakling or some prey that they can feast upon, they definitely will do so. And that's actually pretty funny to see. I'm trying to see if I can find a situation like that where it can happen, so you can see it for yourself, because it's amazing. It is utterly amazing. What do we have here? Oh no, those guys. And there's certain creatures, like for example, these guys. They're not prey or oh shit. Never mind. Sometimes they don't attack me, but okay. At any rate, does they want to attack me? Oh no. What? I guess they didn't want it. I don't know. That's another weird thing. I feel like the computer's not stupid in the fact that it knows when it's outmatched, or it knows when to run. There's plenty of scenarios that I've been playing in which animals will run away. If they get wounded too much, they run. I don't want to give away too much of the mechanics, honestly, because those who may get it, you got to see it for yourself. It's a very pleasant surprise when you see all of this come into play. It's like an orchestra, but a game orchestra, you know. It's like so many different elements that take place to make this one sonnet, and it all comes together as the perfect mix. So anyway, I'm running on a rant there. Yeah, it's a good game, to say the least. It is a very good game. I'm trying to see if these guys are going to attack me. They don't seem like they're going to. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so one thing I haven't necessarily got used to is the lock-on system. Like, I know you press R3 to lock on, but I find it that sometimes I do lock on targets that are the closest to me. I mean, that's one thing that I have a problem with, but other than that, I kind of get over it, because what I do is I won't lock on. Like, that seems to solve it just a little bit. Like, oh, see, like I'm literally trying to lock on to this thing next to me. There we go. So I mean, aside from that, that's not even a big issue. So don't let that deter you. And it's probably my human error, me being the klutz. I'm not able to do it. I'm doing something wrong, you know, pushing too many buttons, whatever. All in all, I wanted to try to see if I could show you one of those little predator moments, and let me see if I can find one to give you an example of what I was talking about. Okay, so I found one of those areas in which the enemies they'll essentially fight each other, and I don't want to get too close, but if you can see, there's this T-Rex figure, and he's like just slanging this lizard, just, you in my turf, get out my turf type of deal, like just ragdolling the guy, like, oh my god. And I'm just like, I'm glad that ain't me, son, you know, like, but that is one of those things that is just awesome. He just walks away like, yeah, that's right, I told you about coming around. Told you about coming around here. And this is like, oh damn. son, you know. Okay, so with that being said, now that I found that you gotta get to see a small dip of what the game has to offer, and that's made small. I'm sorry, I say small dip because I haven't even begun to touch the precipice of this game. Like, or should I say, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. I'm only on the precipice. Like, I haven't even begun to dive into it really deeply, and no, I'm still in the first two areas. Probably about 20 hours to 25 hours in total, and that's mostly grinding, not story based or nothing at all. Out of that 25 hours, I say probably about 10 hours go to story. Probably not even that. I haven't really played the story as much because I'm just so immersed in the overall experience of the game. I'm not too much concerned about the story. I haven't done multiplayer. Well, I play with people, but I haven't played with like friends of mine, or we haven't established a clan or anything like that. So I can only imagine how much more so the game will be once you invite friends to the mix, you know. So yeah, I do recommend this game. And what can I say? If I had to rate it 9 out of 10, I'd definitely give it a 10. I mean, it's good to me. It seems like there's excellent replay value. I'm not sure if New Game Plus is the thing, but the graphics is good, gameplay is good. Small learning curve when it comes down to the controls, which is it's minimal. And once you get down that down, well, it's a matter of choosing what type of weapon you want to choose. And then, yeah, anyways, I'm talking too much about the subject matter. I said what I had to say about it. It's a great game. I definitely recommend anybody that is considering or on the fence of getting it, definitely get it. You won't regret it. And hope you enjoy it. This is Trey Leo at the Nexus, and this was a small little review for Monster Hunters, and hope to see you on Monster Hunters in the near future. Alrighty, I'm out.